the stone brown honey mustard. So we're going to do a step-by-step process, guys. It is extremely easy. This is going to save you money on your condiments. Once you start making your condiments, you're going to see how easy and simple they are. You can make them in batches and you can store them up, because mustard is going to be water bathed for approximately 10 minutes. And you can make jars of this, store it up, so your family could never ever have to run out and go to the store and buy them at these high prices. Now, you know I'm going to show you two different ones, the stone brown honey mustard and the simple American yellow mustard. But we're going to start first with the stone brown honey mustard. So, you know, the other day I soaked this in apple cider vinegar. You can either soak your mustard seeds in apple cider vinegar, or you can soak them in just regular distilled vinegar. Now, these mustard seeds are your brown mustard seeds and your yellow mustard seeds. You normally leave them in the refrigerator for about 24 hours. I left mine in a little bit longer because I had other things I can do, but that's okay. Only thing you want them to do is soften up a little bit. That's all, because remember, this is stone ground mustard, and this is the way it needs to look, but you want those, we call them kernels, I think, to just be a little bit soft. They're not going to be real soft, but just a little bit soft. So let's start adding the ingredients. In mine, I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric. Turmeric goes very well with mustard, if you did not know. So this is a half a teaspoon of turmeric. Very simple recipe, guys. I'm going to add some honey, because you remember this is stone ground honey mustard. And I do so much with this type of mustard. I do vinaigrettes, I do marinades, and I do dressings with this. So it's very important that I have this on hand all the time. And a half of, no, sorry, I'm going to do a whole, because I'm using a lot of, it's going to be a, there we go, of mustard, yellow mustard powder. That's it, guys. Then you're going to add your water. Because mine soaked a long time in the actual vinegar, I'm not going to add too much more vinegar in this, because mine soaked up everything, and that was amazing. So only thing you're doing now is this, stirring it up. I'm telling you, the recipes that I'm sending you to go through the journey of self-sufficiency is not hard, guys. These are simple to do recipes that you and your family can enjoy together, or you can enjoy by yourself. You can be the captain of this ship. You're saving money, you're keeping the money in your family, and you're using the money that you would spend on condiments and specialty mustards. You're using that money for something else that's needed. If you need to pay a loan, if you need to pay gas, if you need to buy screw closer books, all that extra money that you would spend on condiments, you're going to put in your pocket and spend it on something else. Look how beautiful that is, guys. Look how beautiful that is. That is your stone ground mustard. That's all that it is. Now, I recommend that you do not eat this on the same day, because you want the flavors to marry together. The longer mustard sits, the better it tastes. You will knock out the potency of the actual vinegar. That's why I use apple cider vinegar, because it gives it a sweeter taste. But you will knock that potency off of the actual mustard the longer the mustard actually sits. So you don't want to crack this open the same day or the next day and start using it. If you have mustard in your house, use that. Let this sit. Let the flavors combine together, and let this come together, because sometimes things need to sit to actually produce a better flavor. Okay. Now I'm going to taste this really quick and see if I need anything else in there. That is good. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some more mustard. I mean, not mustard, if you forgive me, honey. And so I'm going to add all of this honey here. And I'll microwave it. Okay. Because it got the sharpness to it. But I do want to add a little bit more sweetness to it. So I'm going to put this in the microwave very quickly. Just 1 second, guys. About 20 seconds should do. Extremely flavorful. Extremely flavorful. A little bit more water just to cut. Oh God, yes, that looks so good. Okay, once you put that honey in the microwave, it spreads in there a lot differently, because I use really thick grounded honey. So I normally will put mine in the microwave. Okay. And I want to see here, I want to have that sweet and tart flavor, so that's what I'm looking for. So that means I'm going to keep putting my honey in there until it brings it to the taste that I'm looking for. So that may take a couple of tries, but that's okay. I'll do it. It's getting there. That's very good, guys. Okay. Here's your mustard. And now I'm going to show you how to jar it up and process this and sit this on the counter. This is absolutely wonderful. Now you measure according to your taste. I'm doing a big batch of it, so it's going to give me about three pints. And I want to make 3 pints of this because I use a lot of it. So the thing of it is, you judge your honey based on what your taste is. You do not have to add turmeric. I add turmeric because I like the flavor of turmeric in here. If you want more of the tang, you can add more of the mustard powder. If you want less of the tang, you add less of the mustard powder. If you want more of a sweeter taste, you want to probably add the apple cider vinegar. If you don't want that, and you want that zesty taste, you want to add the distilled white vinegar or cherry wine. You can do either one of those as well. But the longer it sits, the better it tastes. So guys, let the process take its course. Don't rush it. It's going to be fine. It's going to eventually give off the flavors that you want to. Right now, it smells exactly like mustard, but it's still a little tart. So I would not use this for a couple of weeks. I would let it sit on the counter and let the flavors marry together. But I'm going to show you next the process on how you process these in a water bath, and from then we're going to put them on the shelf. We're going to Okay guys, we're back, and now what we're going to do, I forgot to turn the videotape on, I'm so sorry. So I've actually took the honey mustard out of the bowl, and I am now cleaning the sides of the actual jar, because you want that jar to be nice and clean. And what most of us use is white distilled vinegar to go around and make sure nothing is sticky on that jar. And you want to leave 1.5 inch headspace. You want to make sure all your bubbles and the mustard is inside the jar evenly. And so that's all I'm doing right now. And yes, it did make the 3 jars that I wanted, and plus a little extra. So I measured out pretty good. Did that pretty good this time. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the actual lids on. Everything is nice and clean. Okay. Now, like I told you before, this is going to be water bath. It's going to process for 10 minutes. You want the actual jars to be semi-warm with the actual water. Okay. So this is all ready to go in. I have a little extra left over that I'm going to put in the refrigerator. And I'm going to use it later. I'm going to let it sit for a while. This needs to sit for a while. Now, you may ask me, Jamiel, how long do this last? This will last you up to 2 hours. Oh, sorry, guys. This will last you for 2 years. After this is processed and stored up, this will last 2 years. When you open this jar, it will even last still a long time, up to probably about a year. But you have no worries. These will last you. That's why it's such a good investment to make your own condiments. So before, guys, like I said, this is going to process for 10 minutes. It's going to be water bath. Okay, guys, we have 4 minutes and 45 seconds left for the water bath process. Remember, we're going to water bath this for 10 minutes. So it's still going. We're under 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So it's doing great. Let me let you. And here's the time right here. I got the 3 jars that I've wanted, and I'm going to set these up, put those away, and these are going to last me for quite a long time, guys. Okay, so when this is done, I'll show you the finished product. Okay, guys, here's the finished product right out of the water bath. Now, you're going to let these sit for a couple of days, a month. You can let it sit as long as possible, because the longer mustard sits, the better flavors come through. Guys, like I said before earlier, this will last 2 years on your shelf. When you open it and put it in your refrigerator, it'll last up to a year. So you have a long shelf life for your mustard. Guys, this is a simple way to start the journey of self-sufficiency in some parts of your life. You can make batches of mustard and you can put them on your shelves for your children or any type of specialty ingredient that you need for your food. But you can no longer go to the store. You don't have to. No longer go to the market and buy your brown mustard at